Basketball is physically demanding and requires concentration. While some actual contact is fine and ought to be energized, on different occasions it will be a foul. It is deplorable, yet at some point, every player will overstate this contact and get the foul. This embellishment is otherwise called flopping, and a few players have dominated floundering and have the skill of getting the whistles to turn out well for them over and over. So today, we'll be talking about the biggest floppers of the NBA. At number 8, Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce has never been the most athletic player, yet what he needs, he compensates for in knowledge. He realizes how to utilize his body to get great glances at the bin, and has a tremendous arm stockpile of amazing moves. Yet he likewise realizes how to misrepresent contact and draw fouls. When falling off of screens, Pierce will frequently toss his head back when his protector is close to him, causing it to appear as though he's being kept down. At number 7, Robert Horry. Robert Horry is best associated with hitting the absolute greatest match-dominating shots in NBA history. However, it ought to likewise be recalled that he was an enormous flopper. Horry's inclination to misrepresent contact and eventually tumble to the floor lost him the admiration of numerous in the game. In any case, with a great 7 rings in his possession and 2 or 3 extraordinary game victors, I'm certain Horry has no second thoughts. At number 6, John Stockton. Stockton might be one of the best direct monitors toward at any point effortlessness the hardwood, yet he was likewise a flopper all through his playing profession. The cunning Jazz point watchman would likewise irritate up his rival through fouls and shameful moves. However, because of his knowledge, he would frequently pull it off. Stockton is one of the most regarded watchmen to have graced the game, and his heavenly play has roused many yearning players. However, he likewise had a tricky lemon or two in his back pocket, which he would not stop for a second to use at the ideal opportunity. At number 5, Chris Paul. Chris Paul is effectively truly outstanding, and generally invigorating focuses gatekeepers of his age. However, sadly, he will regularly slump and curve the principles for his potential benefit. Because of his size and style of play, Paul gets knocked around, he now then searches for this contact, and afterward overstates it to get the call. Moreover, Paul is additionally infamous for claiming to be fouled on a three-point shot, and this has turned into an issue in the NBA over the most recent couple of years. This is the simple disadvantage to Paul's down, yet until the NBA figures out how to get rid of it, floundering will be overflowing all through the association, and surprisingly done by the most incredible in the game. At number 4, LeBron James. LeBron James is probably the best competitor on the planet and surprisingly amazing while assaulting the container, which is the thing that makes it so unusual to see him overstate contact now and again. The brief, he will wrap up the ball, disregard 3 players, and end on a good note at the container, and afterward, on edge end, he will tumble to the hardwood as though he had been shot with a gun. At around 250 pounds, LeBron is typically greater and more grounded than what his identity is coordinated with. However, it will frequently be James that is moving around on the floor. At number 3, Karl Malone. The mailman might be second on the untouched scoring list, yet he was additionally loathed by numerous individuals because of the time allotment he spent on the floor attempting to get a call turn out well for him. He additionally had a couple of stunts at his disposal, similar to his sidekick John Stockton, and he could utilize these to twist the standards and get calls to turn out well for him. At number 2, Shane Battier. Towards the finish of his profession, Battier was utilized exclusively to draw hostile fouls and thump down a periodic 3. Battier was a first-class safeguard and fantastic stick fell before his vocation. However, his job as a charge taker and his mark as a flopper lost him the admiration of numerous when he completed his profession in Miami. At number 1, Vlade Divac. Floundering or flopping is a typical sight in the present game, and tragically, a lot of it has to do with Vlade Divac. While positively a talented player and one that opened the entryway for some worldwide players to come in, Divac was likewise infamous for flopping, and some would say he transformed it into a fine art. Yet as soon as he discovered that misrepresenting the contact and tossing his body around, he could get calls to turn out well for him. Before long, players got on, and tumbling has since turned into a tremendous piece of the game and something hard to administer. Well guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Athletic Dive, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video. See you all next time.